What's going on YouTube? My name's Tim from Tim Stereo Systems. I'm here to help you with your lid kit cut, fully guided tutorial. Let's just get started. Check it out. Alright, we're going to set up for the lid kit. What you'll need is a set of 6x9s and our lid kit. Inside the lid kit you're going to find speaker grills and mounts and cutout templates. You're also going to find a rear main harness and a rear lid harness. You're also going to find install hardware, and we even include zip ties and little clips to run your wires. For tools, we use a multi-tool with a wood bit, an angle grinder with a 40 grit disc sander on it, and an angle drill with a 3/4 inch step drill bit. If you don't have an angle drill, you can actually drill from the outside as well. So we're going to cut in the lid kit. I have a specialized cart here that I made for cutting lids, but you guys that don't have this option, simply put it on the bike, cut it that way. We're going to start by installing the template. So to get the template on, make sure that the front lip of the template is tight against the top front lip of the saddlebag. With this specific lid kit, it is felted on the bottom, so taping the lid before we put the template on is not necessary. If you're using a different brand and you do not have a felted bottom to the template, make sure you tape off the top of the lid. I use a 3/32 drill bit and do 2 pilot holes of my own. For me, I feel this is more accurate, and then just use any type of self-tapping screw. Make sure you pick up some 2-inch wide painter's tape and tape off the outer edge of the lid kit. I'm going to use my Milwaukee multi-tool with a wood cutting bit on it. And doing this, be very careful with it. It likes to jump around a little bit, but it is very effective at cutting nice and straight lines. Take your time. You see how I'm cutting on the inside of the cut line on the template? Don't go to the outer edge, go to the inner edge, and do this all the way around the entire template. When you get to the bend, kind of angle the bit up so it's just barely cutting, and be very cautious with it. That bend is what people make the most mistakes on. If you get through there, you might end up buying another lid. So run this from there all the way down to the front corner of the template, and then come back and bring it down here. Now we're gonna change the camera view a little bit and start from here and work my way back. So if you start your cuts at the angle on the lid, it makes it a lot easier to get in there. Now we're just gonna do the front part. Go ahead and remove that. Now if you have a custom paint job or a unique paint job, save the top lid cutout part, and you can give that to a painter if you have to repaint something on the bike. It is kind of nice to. Now we're going to angle grind. We're just going to smooth out the edges. We don't need to really take much material off. Maybe 1 or 2 millimeters out past the lip of that template we want to leave on there. So don't go all the way to the edge. Leave a little bit of material, and this will just ensure that you don't have an overcut anywhere. You see how I do right in the corners? Dig a little bit deeper in the corners, and then you see how I'm slowly working around that bend. It's nice and smooth, and you don't do a lot of pressure with this angle grinder. It's real easy to get away from you, so you want to make sure that you hold with both hands. And if you get a little anxiety, just step away, take a breath, and get back to it. And there's a lot of burrs that'll end up on the inside of the lid, so I'm just kind of cleaning those off as I go here. But when you're all done, it's a nice smooth looking cut as opposed to a big jagged one. So I don't like using the drill pilot holes on the lid kit, and the air saws and the jigsaws. They just seem to be more cumbersome to get this done. So the multi-tool is my preferred way to go. Now we're going to take the tape off and pull that lid cover off. Feel around for burrs underneath, and let's get started on the grill kit. Right here we have our screws with rubber washers on them. And then we have the 3/4 inch high-low screw that we're going to use in place of that screw that came in the grill. So we're going to flip these over, and we're removing these. And these ones that are holding the grill assembly together need to be discarded. You do not use those at all. I'm just going to do the other one real quick. Alright, so see, I got the 3/4 inch screw. Hold the grill in place and then just thread in the first one. Now you don't have to use a power drill. A regular screwdriver is fine. We just want to make sure that until we get all four seated, we want to just get the screws started. Much like everything that you do. And this one can be really tricky. So what I do is I put it in there and pull back on that lip a little bit so you can see the head of the screw, and then feed it into that screw hole there on the underside of that grill. So now we're going to use an angle drill with a 3/4 inch step drill bit. And you see how I use my 2 fingers there to kind of space it down. And that gives you enough space to get that wires in, and it'll be far enough underneath where the bag mounts to the bike. Now we just want to run some speaker wires into the bag, and it's got that quick disconnect on the outside of the bag. And while we're in here, we might as well grab a shop vac and clean up the bag. I like to use adhesive promoter, spray the rag and wipe around. Let's get our speed clips in. One of them is out of frame, but there is a third one that's over by where the tether ends. Now try not to put those on that warning sticker. I've seen where the sticker gives way and that falls off easier. So normally I put 2 on that front end, but the way that sticker is oriented, I couldn't do it that way. So I put 1 in the middle and then 3 on the side. And now that we got the wire in, we're going to put in the speaker. Make sure you put the washer on the speaker, that rubber washer, and then get them started. Once they're all started, go around and zip them down, and you'll see the gasket compress that it's pressed against on the grill kit. And that's how we know we got a watertight seal. And on the speaker wires, make sure that the black striped wire goes to the negative terminal. And that's it for the left side. We're going to do the right side. Now, I want to apologize before we get rolling on this. This video I did on this, I totally forgot to turn on the recorder on the first cut. So if you need to review that, go back and rewind and go back to the first cut on the left side. It's the same process. Here I even gave you a little warning. I'm just going to cut this out real quick. And angle grind, and this gives you a better visual of where I put that notch in the corner. And same thing over here, we want to put that notch in that corner there. Get real tight to the template on that part of the lid. And again, we're just taking enough material away to smooth out the edges to make it really nice. And everything seals up nicer when the edges are smoother. And that's it, guys. We're done cutting in the lid. So we're going to put the speaker in real quick. I won't need to explain it again. Just sit back and enjoy the show.
speaker come blows.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope this was a help to you. If you can do me a favor, click the subscribe button. I have a few videos up. I'm going to try to create some more. If you can, follow me on Facebook. Look up Tim Stereo Systems and fire me a message. If you have a request for any kind of video that you would like to see, please go on there and shoot me a message. But for now, you guys have a good day. We'll see you on the next video.